Hey everybody, it's Spencer, back with my very second YouTube video ever. And I first off want to say thank you for anyone who's watched my first video on YouTube, which is about Heated Rivalry Episode 5, in particular my reaction to it, because I felt that I needed a place to vent and talk. And while I love making little TikTok videos or Instagram videos, where you might know me as, your resident gay person on your phone, I just needed a place to talk about more of my thoughts and my perspective because of course it matters because it's mine. But no, I just wanted to vent and I wanted to talk my ass off, and that's why we're here. Today, I want to talk about something in relation to my last video about Heated Rivalry, but instead of focusing inward on the show itself and what's happening on camera, I want to talk about what's happening off camera. Because Heated Rivalry, I need to take a breath. Every fucking time I record myself, I gotta take a breath. I, like everybody else, have been seeing the media frenzy surrounding this TV show, and it is taking the internet by storm. My entire FYP, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, Threads, Blue Sky. Actually, I have not used Blue Sky. I touched it once, and I was like, this app is terrible. God, and I really tried. I'm woke like that. I tried the Blue Sky. I can't do the Blue Sky. I'm sorry. They're everywhere. Heated Rivalry is absolutely everywhere, which is amazing. But in addition to the show being everywhere, so are these new actors on the scene. Connor Williams and Hudson Story. Connor Story. Can't get it. Connor Story and Hudson Williams. And here's the deal. These two are in interviews nonstop. Yesterday was December 23rd. Today's actually December 24th. It's Christmas Eve. Oh my god, it's 2:46 in the morning. Merry Christmas Eve. I hate it. Aging has made Christmas unbearable and sad, and everyone in my life is either divorced or dead, so I'm not really enjoying this Christmas. But I am enjoying Heated Rivalry. So back to the topic at hand. Yesterday, December 23rd, GQ released an interview starring Connor Story, making sure I get the names right, and Hudson Williams. And in this interview, these two boys were just going off the cuff, just saying stuff that is out of pocket, objectively out of pocket. You have Hudson Williams talking about how he's an inspiration for young guys getting railed one day. You have Connor talking about his mega ass because it's special, it's dome-like, it's mountainous, it makes me want to do glutes. Like, it's, you have these two guys talking about these out-of-pocket things, and all the comments are like, oh my god, these two guys are not media trained, and they're so out of pocket, and they're so crazy, I hope they're never media trained. Riddle me this. This is the media training. When you have Hudson Williams, Shane, talking about being railed, his ass, and sex in interviews, all of that's being said with him thinking about his brand building behind it all, about the narrative that he wants to give us, the viewers, to perceive him as. And when Connor Story is talking about his butt on the internet and reading thirsty DMs to his, co-actor, that's done with a specific intention to have us think about it and perceive it and talk about it like right now. Me, a self-proclaimed twunk, is talking about the show and about how these, words are perceived because of the media training surrounding it, not the lack of it thereof. And I have an interesting experience with this because I actually have sat down with a publicist and have been media trained. It was back in 2024 in April when my first book came out, because sidebar, I'm a writer. My first book came out in 2024. It's called Goodbye to Boyhood. When Goodbye to Boyhood came out, I had a meeting with a publicist, and they essentially kind of gave me the run-of-the-mill on how to carry myself in interviews, how to carry myself in the public eye, how to carry myself as a writer, not just someone who's created content. And what they said to me has really stuck with me, and that is media training is not about being buttoned up or polished or saying the right thing. It is about saying the thing and doing the thing that will build the narrative of how you want people to perceive you and how they identify you. When it comes down to Heated Rivalry, Hudson Williams, who plays Shane, is saying all of this out-of-pocket stuff and being sexual and being silly and being crazy, sarcastic, because that's how he wants us to perceive him. Someone who is more than just an OCD-ridden autistic hockey player on a TV show, because his character loves Shane. And I can talk about Shane like that because I am Shane. I'm medicated like Shane. Shane's me. He is me, I am him. When you play a character like Shane, like, and people have such a personal connection to the character, you as the actor have to be aware of the fact that people are parasocially connected to you, not as yourself, but as a fictional character. And so, in part, him taking on this really strong contrast to Shane as Hudson creates separation of actor and character, but also has us perceive him as someone funny and interesting, as someone that we think we understand or think we know, because that's how you build a relationship with an actor. That's how you build fandom, is by giving something to be a fan of. And the same thing goes for Connor's story. He's taking a bit of a softer approach in showing his kind of goofy, sweet, sensitive side, which is a direct contrast to Ilya Rozanov, the hardcore Russian gay boy, who's a top. And I'm sure both of these things are true to these actors. I'm sure Connor's story is energetically bottom verse all the way through, and I love that for him. And he's a sweet boy. Totally can see that for him. And I'm sure Hudson Williams is sarcastic and dry in person, and this is who they are. Being media trained does not mean you're inauthentic or you're lying. It can be an honest, accurate representation of yourself, but you're doing it in a way where you're protecting the deepest parts of yourself and giving a persona that's interesting, makes us want more from you. And on the topic of media training, if you want to talk about how these boys are not media trained, then why aren't they answering any questions about being gay or not? And listen, I'm part of the camp that couldn't give two shits if the actors in this show are actually queer or not. They're doing the queer thing. I'm basically celibate right now. They're doing more than me. They're more than queer. Both of them are more queer than me right now. Acting or not acting, this, what I'm seeing on the TV screen, is queer, right? And so, personally, I don't mind if non-queer actors take on queer roles so long as they have reverence for the part, they respect it, they're allies, they use the roles to the best of their ability to advocate, which both of them are doing. But when it comes to asking these two boys, are you gay? Immediately brought back to, oh, this is a matter of privacy. We're going to keep this to ourselves. Or we can't ask the actors that because, it's against the rules. Like, it's being, buttoned up and locked away. And I don't mind that they're doing that. But to anyone who's saying, oh, this show's not media trained, these actors aren't media trained, explain that. They're not answering that question. And I'm blanking on the actor's name. And I want to say it right because everyone's going to, beat me up in the comments, which I'm okay with if I can't get it right. Francois Arnaud? French. I don't do the French thing. Lived in Paris, studied abroad there. They were not nice to me. Francois, he's 40 years old, right? He's a veteran actor. He's been doing this for a minute. Is looking out for his co-actors, Connor and Hudson, who are 25, 24, my age, basically. I'm 23. And he's in interviews, defending them, saying that their sexuality is not our business. And even in the whole debacle with Jordan Firstman, which I don't want to get into that. Long story short of it is that, Francois really going to bat for these two actors is representative of the fact that they're looking for privacy and for a way to protect pieces of themselves that they're never going to have ever again. And I respect it. I understand it. I'm all for it. I don't mind it. It's a matter of privacy. And there's no better example than Hudson going to bat with Dumois. Context, Dumois is a blogger site. It's known for releasing tidbits of information. It's like the modern day Gossip Girl, except it's less chic and less interesting. And it's usually not accurate. And so Dumois the other day posted a photo of Hudson with his alleged girlfriend. So straight. Sorry, boys. And he commented under it, Dumois become quite unfond of you. Right? And it started a whole frenzy where everyone's like, oh my God, he's not media trained. He's saying how he feels. He's advocating for himself. Dare I say that is a reflection of his media training? That he's setting boundaries with blogger sites. He's setting boundaries with his fans about what is acceptable, what isn't. So he's saying it's acceptable that you sexualize me in these ways and we say these things with each other. But what's not acceptable is veering into my personal life and who I date. That's where he draws the line. That separation of being open over here but closed off over here is media training. And it's smart. And he should do it. And everything I'm saying right now is in support of these two boys. I'm all for it. But my point remains that it is media training. And that what you see online for anyone or anything is a representation of narrative building. I want to leave you with this. Heated rivalry is going to change the market for the foreseeable future. Gay media, the commercialization of it is back. Woke is back. Flip it around, woke. I don't know what the M stands for yet. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comments. But the point is, it's like, as we progress and we see more queer shows or movies or actors that are, playing queer roles, that are being sexual and being silly, a lot of it, at the end of the day, goes back to a narrative of what are we trying to talk about? What are we trying to give off? What is our end goal? And within the case of Heated Rivalry, I think these two actors are equally seeking out to be thought of as serious actors, but also to cultivate a personality outside of the characters that they're playing on a show, who all of us have such a deep relationship with parasocially. I think it's really interesting. I think that it's intentional. I think it's smart. I'm into it. That being said, my next YouTube video will come out this week. It will be my top 4 of the year for everything. So my top movies, my top TV shows, my top songs. It'll be my Spencer Wrapped of 2025. Stay tuned for that. You can follow me on my socials at @SpencerThomas everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I already made videos about this online, so you can check them out. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. And stick around for the next one. Have a good night. Oh, and let me know your thoughts. Duh. Let me know your thoughts. Bye, guys.